Look, yeah, I'm with my baby mama.
He's lying.
Yeah, I just wait till tonight. Tonight. My mama, young boy, mama ain't got no ass. I'm talking about no. I'm talking about none. I ain't got on a cockroach jacket. I ain't got no.
Memphis PR comedian Grove Hero is now caught up in a situation that has the entire hip-hop world on edge, and his safety might literally be at risk. Behind his disabled comedian persona and his usual antics of trolling random people for laughs, Grove Hero just crossed a line that could cost him everything, and I mean everything. The shocking reality of what he did to NBA YoungBoy's mother is more disrespectful and dangerous than anyone imagined, and we're about to lay it all out. Yo, what's good, fam? Even YB reacted to this disrespect, and trust me, things are about to get real. Listen, this hits different because when you mess with NBA YoungBoy's family, you're playing with fire. Before we dive into this wild story, let me keep it 100 with y'all. Social media has been buzzing non-stop about Grove Hero, and people are split down the middle. Some say it's just comedy, others say this man just signed his own death warrant. But we're about to separate fact from fiction, real from fake, because this ain't your typical celebrity beef. This is about respect, boundaries, and knowing exactly who you're dealing with. This Memphis comedian, once signed to Young Dolph's PR label, was invited to be a guest on NBA YoungBoy's mother's new cooking show. Miss Shonda Onda, YB's mom, was simply trying to build her brand and get her bag. She had no idea she was about to be disrespected on camera by someone she probably thought was supporting her project. Now hold up before you think this was just a harmless joke or playful banter. This man literally recorded YB's mother from behind, aimed his camera at her backside, and said on video, "Look, yeah, I'm with my baby mama. YB's mom doesn't have ass. I'm talking no ass. I'm talking none." That's foul, disrespectful behavior right there. But here's where it gets even spicier. This wasn't just a one-time comment. Grove Hero kept going. So check this. He didn't just make one disrespectful remark and stop. Nah, he went on a mission to violate boundaries. He continued trolling, saying wild stuff like, "I'm gonna sleep with her tonight," and mocking how she was dressed. He even said she wasn't wearing panties and had on a cockroach jacket. Fam, let that sink in for a second. This is someone's mother, not just any mother, NBA YoungBoy's mother. A woman, probably in her 40s or 50s, just trying to launch a cooking show, and this disabled comedian thought it was funny to sexually harass her on camera for Instagram laughs. Now in the streets, there are lines you don't cross. You don't mess with a man's mother. You don't disrespect women, especially older women who deserve respect. You don't invade someone's platform and violate them for clout. But Grove Hero's situation is different because he's been getting away with this behavior for years. He's known for running up on random people, filming them, saying wild things, and posting it to his Instagram story. People laugh because it's shocking and unexpected. Honestly, most don't know how to react in the moment, but this time he picked a wrong target. For those who don't know NBA YoungBoy beyond the music, let me explain. This is not a rapper you play with. This is not someone whose family you disrespect and think it will slide. NBA YoungBoy, born Kentrell Galvin, is known in the streets for allegedly putting in real work. The man himself claims to have 19 bodies. 19? That's not a flex, it's a warning. He's known for putting bounties on people who cross him or his family. He's known for escalating situations over disrespect. This is the same man involved in multiple shootings, arrested numerous times for weapons charges, who has made it clear through music and actions that he doesn't play about his people. But here's where it goes deeper than Grove Hero being disrespectful. If you watch the videos, you can see Miss Shonda Onda's reaction. She tried to play it off, tried to laugh it off, but her discomfort was obvious. Her body language said it all. She didn't know how to respond to this man violating her on her own show. She probably didn't want to make a scene, ruin the caping, and maybe she was trying to stay professional. But that doesn't mean it was okay. That doesn't mean she wasn't hurt, embarrassed, or disrespected. The kicker, Grove Hero thought his disability would protect him. Real talk, he's been using it as a shield for years. He shows up, says wild things, and when people get mad, he plays the victim or claims it's all jokes. But there's a line between comedy and disrespect. There's a line between making people laugh and making them uncomfortable, and a massive line between trolling random people and violating the mother of one of hip-hop's most dangerous young men. This isn't just about Grove Hero being disrespectful. It's about understanding culture, consequences, and realizing some people don't care about your disability, your comedy career, or your excuses when you cross certain lines. Let's break down why this is serious. First, NBA YoungBoy has a documented history of protecting his family and name with violence. We're talking about a man who's been in shootouts, allegedly ordered hits, and has made it clear that disrespect equals consequences. When Fredo Bang dissed him, people got hurt. When other rappers tried him, situations. This is not a game for him. This is his life, his reputation, and most importantly, his mother. Second, the hip-hop world and YB's fans are absolutely heated. Social media has been erupting since these videos surfaced. People are calling Grove Hero all kinds of names: disrespectful, reckless, foolish, wild. Fans are saying he just signed his own death warrant. Some are even saying they hope YB handles this situation because it's that serious. The streets are talking, and the verdict is clear. Grove Hero went way too far. Third, let's talk about the age factor. Miss Shonda isn't a young woman. She's a mother, possibly a grandmother, and she deserves respect simply for that. In black culture, in street culture, in any culture with values, you don't play with older women. You don't sexualize them, you don't mock them, and you definitely don't film it and post it for the world. Grove Hero didn't just disrespect YB's mother, he violated the core principles of respect that hold communities together. For those who don't get street dynamics, here's the deal. When someone disrespects your mother in the hood, you've got two choices: handle it or be seen as weak. There's no in between. If YB lets this slide, people will question his gangster cred. They'll wonder if he's really about the life he raps about. They'll question whether his reputation is just for show. But if he responds, and history shows he will, Grove Hero's life is in serious jeopardy. Now, let's switch to Grove Hero's side for a second, because it's important to understand how someone could get this reckless. He's a comedian. His entire brand is shock value and pushing boundaries. He's used to getting laughs by making people uncomfortable. He's probably never faced serious consequences because most people either laugh it off or don't want to be the one who hurts a disabled man. But this situation, completely different. This isn't some random person at a gas station. This is NBA YoungBoy's mother. And YB doesn't care about optics, public perception, or how it looks. He cares about respect and protecting his family. The real question is, did Grove Hero even know who he was dealing with? Some say he had to know. Signed to Young Dolph's label, Memphis native, connected in the hip-hop world. He should have known NBA YoungBoy isn't someone to play with. Others argue that maybe he got too comfortable. Maybe he thought being on a cooking show meant it was all love. Maybe he assumed YB wouldn't find out or wouldn't care. Either way, ignorance won't save him. Now, let's break down what could happen next. Best case for Grove Hero? YB sees the videos, gets mad, maybe posts something, then lets it go to focus on music and his kids. But real talk? That's highly unlikely. YB has never let disrespect slide, especially when it comes to his mother. Worst case, YB puts a bounty on Grove Hero, and the comedian ends up seriously hurt, or worse. We've seen situations escalate fast in hip-hop when the wrong person is disrespected. There's also the legal side to consider. YB is already dealing with legal issues, court appearances, house arrest, constant law enforcement attention. If something happens to Grove Hero, YB will be the first person investigators look at. Even if he wants to handle this carefully, emotions complicate things. When your mother is disrespected, thinking smart goes out the window. The hip-hop community is watching closely because this sparks a bigger conversation about boundaries, respect, and consequences. In a world where everyone wants to go viral, clout is currency, and people chase views at all costs, Grove Hero's situation is a hard reminder. Some lines are untouchable. You can't just disrespect people and hide behind, "It's just a joke," or "I'm a comedian." Actions have consequences, and in the streets, those consequences can get real fast, real deadly. At the end of the day, the Grove Hero situation isn't just about a comedian making a bad joke. It's about respect, boundaries, and understanding that in certain communities with certain people, there are lines you don't cross. NBA YoungBoy has built his entire rep on protecting his family. He's made it clear through his music, his actions, and his lifestyle that disrespect equals consequences. Grove Hero either didn't know this, didn't care, or thought he was above the rules. Now he's in a spot where his life could literally be on the line. Miss Shonda deserves at least an apology. She deserves respect. She was trying to build her brand, do something positive, and she got violated on camera by someone who was supposed to be a guest. The fact that she tried to laugh it off, keep things professional, shows her character, but it also shows how women, especially older black women, are often forced to tolerate disrespect just to keep the peace or avoid escalation. For Grove Hero, the path forward is murky. He could apologize publicly, try to make amends, and hope YB shows mercy, but apologies don't always work, especially when the disrespect was this blatant and public. He could try to disappear, leave Memphis, lay low until it blows over, but in today's social media world, nowhere to hide. He could reach out to mutual connections, try to squash it before it escalates, but that requires YB being willing to listen, and history tells us that's not a sure thing. The real question? What happens next? Will NBA YoungBoy respond publicly or handle this privately? Will Grove Hero face serious consequences? Could this turn into another cautionary tale about disrespecting the wrong person for clout? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear. The hip-hop world is watching, the streets are talking, and Grove Hero's life is changed forever. This situation also opens up a bigger conversation about comedy and limits. Where's the line between funny and disrespectful? When does shock value cross into harassment? How do we hold comedians accountable while letting them be creative? These are the conversations we need to have because incidents like this keep happening. People keep testing boundaries and then face consequences they didn't see coming. For NBA YoungBoy, this is a test of his principles and reputation. If he lets it slide, people will question everything he's built. If he responds violently, he risks his freedom and future. It's a no-win situation created by someone else's recklessness. And that's what makes this frustrating. YB's mother was just trying to do her thing, and now his son has to respond to protect her honor and his own name. The lesson here is simple but crucial. Know who you're dealing with before you play games. Understand that not everyone operates by the same rules. Recognize that some people have reputations built on actions, not words. And most importantly, respect people's mothers. It's not complicated. It's basic human decency. But in a world chasing viral views where shock value is rewarded with clicks and likes, people forget these fundamentals. Grove Hero forgot, and now he's facing consequences that could change or end his life. What do you think about Grove Hero's situation and how NBA YoungBoy might respond? Was this just comedy gone wrong or straight-up disrespect that deserves fallout? Should YB let it slide or handle it? Drop your thoughts in the comments and click the videos on screen for more hip-hop drama and street news. Stay safe out there, fam. Remember, not everyone is a game. Some people are really about that life, and NBA YoungBoy is definitely one of them. Peace.